What's up, everyone? For years, the conversation around Tua Tagovailoa has been about his health and his ceiling as a quarterback. But now, a new, far more dramatic question is being floated by one of the biggest names in sports media. Could the Miami Dolphins actually move on from Tua? A new report outlines a shocking scenario that could see him out of Miami, and all revolves around a staggering $79 million reason: the hard reset scenario. This isn't just random fan chatter. Jim Aiello over The Athletic just laid out a fascinating, if not terrifying, what-if scenario for the Dolphins. He writes, "There's a world where this is Tagovailoa's last season in Miami." Now, he's quick to say the chances are remote, but he adds that it's not as absurd as you think. Here's the exact scenario he paints. Imagine the Dolphins, who are tight against the salary cap, struggle badly in the 2025 season and win only 5 or 6 games. The front office decides it's time for a hard reset. This means a new general manager and a new head coach are brought in. This new leadership looks at Tua, with his concussion history and his limitations as a pocket passer, and decides he is not their guy to build around. The $79 million problem. So what would they do? They could try to trade him. But what if they just decided to cut him and start completely fresh? According to the report, simply releasing Tua after the 2025 season will result in a mind-blowing $79 million dead cap hit. Let that sink in. $79 million in dead money for a player no longer on your team. Aiello points out that while that number is astronomical, it wouldn't even be the NFL record, thanks Denver, which makes the idea at least financially possible, even if it's painful. The more logical path, of course, would be to trade him. If Tua plays well and stays healthy this year, he would certainly have value for a QB-needy team. The article even floats a hypothetical trade to the New Orleans Saints. The pressure is on right now. Let's be clear about what this all means. This entire speculative exercise about the future is designed to highlight the immense, almost unprecedented pressure on Tua Tagovailoa this season. This is no longer just about making the playoffs. This upcoming season is a high-stakes audition for his entire future in Miami. He has to prove, beyond any doubt, that he is a long-term franchise quarterback worth building around and paying. So I have to ask you, do you think this is a realistic scenario? If the Dolphins have another disappointing season, should they actually consider a hard reset, even with that massive $79 million price tag? Let me know what you would do in the comments below. How do you reward your only Pro Bowl player from the previous season? If you're the Miami Dolphins, the answer is apparently to put him on the trade block. In a move that has left fans scratching their heads, reports have surfaced that the Dolphins are in active trade discussions with the Pittsburgh Steelers about tight end Jonnu Smith. This isn't just any player. This is a player who, last season, shattered franchise records for a tight end with an incredible 88 catches for 884 yards and 8 touchdowns. He was, by definition, one of the most productive players on the entire offense and the team's sole Pro Bowler. So, why on earth would Miami consider trading him? The answer, as it so often is in the NFL, likely comes down to money. Smith, a local talent from FIU, is reportedly interested in a new contract that reflects his elite production. The Dolphins, it seems, are balking at the price tag. The situation gets even more bizarre when you hear the comments from the coaching staff. Tight ends coach John Embry recently praised Smith for his great year, but in the same breath, he publicly pointed out his flaws. He told Smith he left 182 yards on the field and needed to improve. Was this just tough coaching, or was the team actively trying to downplay his value ahead of potential trade or contract negotiation? To make matters worse, reports indicate that Smith wants to remain in Miami. He had a career year and wants to build on that success with the Dolphins. But if this trade goes through, Miami will be left with a massive hole at position, relying on veteran Pharaoh Brown and a group of unproven players. So we have to ask, are the Dolphins making a colossal mistake? Are they about to trade away their most productive tight end in franchise history over a contract dispute just after he proved his worth? Or is this a cold, calculated move to sell high on a player they don't want to pay long-term? Let us know what you think in the comments. This is a dangerous game Miami is playing, and it could leave their offense significantly weaker.